Hello there. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Testing out things. Things are obviously going to be changing, altering things. Computer still is not in love with things with a new CPU in there. Are we doing okay on the stream tonight? Let's see how we're looking on Twitch's end. It's telling me I'm unstable again. Six. Well, hello everyone. Let's make some coffee. Oh, there's that too. I switched back up to 9K on my bitrate. We'll see if that smooths out. We're now reading as stable with Twitch. That's good. That is good. Aw, that didn't heat up? That's a bummer. That's gonna make a bunch of noise for chat. I still want coffee. Hello, John. Hello, Cosmic. Hello, Zeeks. Hello, Buns. If Buns is still around. It's been a minute. I've been turning the stream on and off. Thank you for hanging out with me while I'm testing out stuffs. We got a minute or two to wait on that. I'm not 100%, John. It is, well, yes. It's performing better. Has it solved everything? I guess I just want too much than I can expect. I mean, 5 cameras, 3 microphones. It's got a little bit to deal with. It's sending 4 of those video feeds to another camera, to another computer to be recorded on a separate recording. It's let's see what our computer's at on our end here right now. Oh, I get it open already. Yeah, we're still pushing 70%. We're in the 60s. We're hovering in the 60s. GPUs around a little under 40%. Strangely enough, switching between X264 and NVENC, or whatever the NVIDIA version, switching between GPU and CPU as far as encoding, and that it really was only about a 5% difference on my CPU. Another couple degrees. I thought it had beeped and I just didn't notice. I've also been toying with some other things, like OBS has the ability to use browser functions, and I wasn't sure if that was helping or hurting performance with my setup. Or it's able to use its own browser sources or something along that line. Basically how, like when you open Task Manager and you look at like Chrome or any of the browsers these days, they've got like a million sub-processes underneath them. OBS can do that same thing. You can turn it on and off. It's one of the it's one of the settings in the more advanced settings. It's a little buried. Weird. In the actual new like investigator page, it's telling me my stream is stable at 9K-ish. I went over on that before because I was talking. But on my main stream manager page, it still says that it's unstable. Hey, Tamerlan. Why did I just try to throw my kettle in the refrigerator? I do not know. I got a new CPU in today. I'm toying with system with new CPU and settings and all that stuff. I've already reset stream several times getting to this point. And I guess I can turn the stove mic back on now. Now that the kettle's done doing its thing. But now Chad understands why I run the kettle before stream. Or try to. Yeah, I overpoured. Pulsing to prevent overflows. Welcome in, everyone. Cheers. Happy you can hang out with me on a planned scuff stream. And so, tonight's dinner... Wow. So tonight's dinner, I was really originally sort of planning to do off stream. I just thought it would be a good case so that I could get the computer going, see if everything's working better or not with the CPU and that, and put together these pizzas that I have. And I just bought pre-made pizza dough. I got a can of tomato sauce that, or crushed tomatoes that I'm gonna turn into sauce real quick. Mozzarella, pepperoni. I got Parmesan too, so we'll throw that on there too. So that's the only plan for really tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the stream is. It'll give me a good base for looking back at the stream to see how it is. The last couple of ones, yeah, I mean, it was completely all over the place. I apologize for that. I just didn't know how to really fix it. So for this project, I'm going to start off with some garlic. Average 2.5 hour stream. Okay. Actually, it's more like a 2 hour stream is my average. $2.15, something like that. Niff. Nice. Let's give this page a refresh and see if it's just the Stream Manager being a little scuffy. Nope, it keeps saying that I'm unstable in Stream Manager. But if I go into the inspector, it tells me that my stream is stable. That's irritating. That's got to stop. There we go. All fixed. I had something selected in OBS or one of the elements in my overall stream selected, and so it was giving me the crosshairs and all that. For this is where it's aligned. Alright, so we got some garlic. A little olive oil, why not? And obviously I'm using a bit extra because that's going to be going as part of the sauce. Turn the flame way down low because I don't want to really brown this. I just want to cook it through lightly. And so it's already doing a little toasting, but should drop down and just cook through. Get our stick blender out. This is what I feel like blending that with tonight. I could have easily just as much blended this together in the Vitamix. I just feel like using this tonight. Well, for being unstable, Twitch, that looks like a pretty straight line. So, imported tomatoes, crushed. Smell of that just immediately. Use a little water in the can just to get that last little bit of good stuff out. Then we'll pour our toasty garlic and olive oil over the top. Let it cool a second here. I don't want to throw this straight into the plastic. Probably a hard enough food grade plastic that would be okay, but why? I'm not in that much of a rush. I had a great morning today, by the way, chat. Got up, watched some streaming, finished all the dishes in the house from last night. Did what else did I get done this morning? Took the whole computer all apart and got it all ready, you know, heat sink off and memory out of the way and all that sort of stuff so that I could go ahead and put the CPU in whenever it arrived. And then I actually hit up the rowing machine back there. And yeah. So I'm probably going to be hurting and aching for the next couple of days, but there's that. I'm not going to try and tilt this for the camera. I don't want tomato sauce flying everywhere. Apologies. Oops, wrong button. Oops. That's probably going to play an ad now. Sorry if that does. I hit the good night stream, so we're going to get all this stuff in chat for the end of the stream. And it's probably going to play an ad. I don't remember if it still does or not. I don't remember if I took that out or not. All right. I'm going to mute for the rest of that now. There we go. So we got pizza sauce. Pizza sauce. And then a whole bunch of freeze-dried basil. Dried oregano. I'm gonna give that one more quick spin. Yeah, the other name for these you hear, the other slang name that you hear for stick blenders is boat motors. And it's because the really big ones are almost like probably in old days, like 70s or something like that, they probably were that big. But the ones that I saw in like the 90s, 2000s, in like large commercial kitchens, they were still, you know, like paint can sized motor on, you know, solid, you know, shaft as big as a cup. That's save. Pizza. Not pizza like I'm doing either, like pizza box pizza. You just toss the cardboard boxes. I mean, who doesn't want to live a week on pizza? Turn our oven all the way up. I'm just doing simple pepperoni pies. Tonight's not rocket. These are still pretty cold. Provolone doesn't belong on anything but sandwiches. Actually, I'll take that back. There's some decent uses for it otherwise. It's okay in lasagna. Provolone is nothing other than mozzarella in a different shape, by the way. So I mean, it's easier for some of the like chicken parm idea there. It's a nice thin piece of cheese that restaurants can quick throw on there instead of the traditional, which is mozzarella, and breaking off pieces of mozzarella like you would for. It's an effort. It's a labor thing, and it's silly. Even small things like that are considered when it comes to kitchen and effort and time because. I mean, just cutting something is going to take a couple minutes, and versus sliced or processed. What's everyone's favorite cheeses? Quick, before we go to an ad. Before the auto ad runs. Cosmic. Yeah, I'm getting the homecoming emails from the CIA lately. They usually have like a homecoming week in like October. I've thought a couple of times about going. But just for chat's knowledge, I did the pricing on tonight's dinner. And me doing it here at home, yeah, it takes a bit more effort. But I'm using better ingredients. Is essentially break even with Little Caesars. Perhaps slightly cheaper. It's considerably cheaper had I chosen to not buy this. If I had bothered to pre-make my dough yesterday and just had it in the fridge. I mean, I'll assume most people with a home and a kitchen are going to have an oven that you can get a stone for. Maybe answer. Oh, it's done. Not an hour. It would take less than an hour. I don't know about frozen, but defrosted, you can do thighs and legs 30 minutes. And if you're doing even smaller pieces, but you want to cook it, like if you're cooking it from frozen, you really don't want to cook it that hot. You really don't want to cook it that hot. Like you're gonna burn that before you cook it through. You want to knock that down. If you're going from frozen, which I don't recommend, I highly recommend that you defrost stuff before you bake it. If you're gonna go straight in to the oven frozen, yeah, you're definitely 400 is even pushing. I would do like 375, 350. It's just gonna take longer. It's frozen. Yeah, what Zeke's is saying, it's very true. You're probably going to have the tendency to overcook the outside, whether you burn it or not, compared to the inside if you're going from frozen. And also that temperature difference, that amount of moisture difference from cooking it drastically changes how the meat texture is. I'm going to use some cornmeal on the bottom of my pizzas tonight. Cornmeal being one of the potential ingredients for next Wednesday. Scramble. What are you doing? Scramble, you had one job. That's still sticking at that. All right, so we got our first piece on here. Hey, Callo. Let's add in our sauce. I guess we can use this. Thank you, Callo. Don't know where the alert is on that. But that does mean I need your vote. I need to open up Discord here and get your vote. Let's see here. Come here, Discord. Let's go. Let's go, Discord. September monthly project. I'm going to be doing Summer Jam 15th of next month, so we're just starting this. And asking for choices from those who have donated to the stream. What is your choice, your fruit of choice here for jam? Black cherry? I will even add that. Orange? Okay. I don't know why I'm reading Zeke's. Zeke's be trying to fake me out here. I think we can go with orange for orange. There we go. Thank you for that sub. All right, we got that. Now we need to add our cheese. Got our sauce down. No worries, Ace. Apparently neither was I, because I read what you said without reading who said it. My apologies, Kella. Just casually catching my earbud as it falls out of my ear. One, cherries around here are very, very seasonal. They're really only a couple week seasons. Though at the same time, I have orange on there, and orange and, let's see, apple, and orange and apple are going to be autumn into December. Yeah, Zeeks, go take a look at in the Discord at the monthly project section. I started a new thing where anytime we get a new sub, we get a new dono, we get anything along that line, people get a vote towards the project of the month. Whether that's how much I'm doing of something, what the ratio I'm using to, say, pickle something with, or making a cocktail. I'm thinking of doing a barrel-aged cocktail as one. But we got all sorts of projects we can do, not just... I want to do a batch of mead, perhaps early, perhaps like November. We'll do a batch of Mellow Mel. I think the thumbs up was the default emoji for that. Alright, first pie. Need Parmesan. Need Parma. Need the Italian MSG. Apparently making edible paper circuit boards for certifying cheese as authentic, or microchips, or essentially paper versions of what you have on your credit card. Edible that they can essentially cure into the cheese or permanently affixed to a wheel of cheese to certify it as actual Parmesan. All right, first pie of the night. Slide for me, pizza. It still didn't land right. In what form, Kello? No. I have a standard Stream Deck. Though if I were starting today, I probably wouldn't bother. But it's handy, it's nice to have. I have 3 mics. I have my lav mic, which is a Rode. I have 2 Rode shot mics. One on the cutting board and one on the stove back here. And then I have 5 cameras currently. I have a C920, which is the oldest camera that has lived through. This camera at one point was over my oven for over a year, so has seen tons of smoke, tons of heat, tons of oil. And it's connected, I don't have it turned on tonight, but it's connected to my original Mr. Wiggles, which will help pivot it and keep tracking on me, but it's not tracking tonight. We have my newest one, which is a 1.5 inch 4K sensor that I'm only using in 1080. That's still my hang up with this computer. And then over here we have my original main camera, which is an old Canon camcorder. It's a 1080p camcorder. I also have a GoPro in this house that is not connected as a part of this. I have a pair of $30 earbuds that I use. And what else? What else is there? A computer. Computer is, would just put in 5700G, and that's in an Asus board with a 3060 12 gig. Why is my earbud trying to die? I guess I'll use the other earbud tonight. music stopped. The Rode mics, as long as you're setting them up and they're not in a situation where you're going to be bumping into them or anything like that, they've been really nice, and they were relatively inexpensive. The Rode Shot mics. These are pricey. I used to have a nice wired mic that I used with this, but the wire started crinkly, making all sorts of noise on stream. I wish I could find a lav mic that was directional, that wasn't like with some like that still had a 3.5 millimeter. You know, it wasn't using like phantom power or you know, one of those really complicated. I realize you basically need power up to it in order to do directional mics, but I just want a directional lav mic, so I don't have to play constant games with, is the thing I'm doing on the cutting board being picked up by my lav mic or the shot mic? I keep pointing at the shot mic. It's hidden by the... oh, these. I didn't mention these. I originally started with C920s in this position and this position. And I went through 3 of those. I had one of them die on the stove. I moved this one over there and replaced this one. And then this one died, I think. I don't remember. Maybe this one died again. I don't know. I ended up replacing them with Brios. So these are actually a bit better quality photo than those. I think they're HDR too. I'm using Rode for everything these days. When it came to these, I strongly considered the DJI. DJI's got a similar little lav mic setup with a nicer case for it, and a nicer charging case for it than these. But it was just slightly pricier, and I didn't have, you know, like I didn't have a favorite between the two, so I went the cheaper. But switching to the better GPU, and that greatly helped with the audio stuff too. was answering Callow Buns. I was writing it out just in case they didn't know the name from me just saying it. We're into that first bake. We're almost there. It was looking pretty good the first time I looked down there, but still needed another minute or two. I'm gonna rinse off the blender. And spray myself with water, apparently. I'm not big on, trying to, like, I view the vast majority of stuff that I buy and the stuff that I'm trying as far as ingredients and stuff in my kitchen, I try to not show brands because so many times I'm just checking something out or trying it out, or I really don't know that this camera is going to be better than that camera. Like, if I got stuff that I absolutely, like, I'm a big fan of, like, I show off the dairy that I use pretty frequently, but it's also, like, a local brand. It's pretty, it's not something that everyone's going to be even able to get their hands on in the first place, so it's like, does it really matter? Alright, let's pull this first one out here. That's looking pretty tasty right there. Can we do that? No, that's gonna break. Started on our second pie. And that'll be it. It's gonna be a quickie tonight. That wasn't supposed to happen.
And no, because I refolded it, it doesn't want to stretch as much because I didn't let it rust at all. So now it's going to be a struggle. Or I can let it sit here for a minute. Or I can let it sit here for a minute. Nice solid bottom. How we doing, chat? Still sexy? Let's see. Yeah, chat should be able to change cameras. Okay. Yes, chat, they're going to tell you pineapple. For anyone just joining in, welcome. We got our first pie out on the stove, and I sort of messed up the second dough here, so I'm letting it rest for a couple minutes here before I try and give it a good proper stretch. I guess I can turn my fan on. I haven't had my fan on tonight. And then it didn't work. Something with the bot song funky still too. It's not reacting right. Like the alert earlier. Yeah, it's quick once it starts rolling. going heavy with the corn on this second one, just to save me the trouble that I had with the first one, especially with dough that's going to be a little less cooperative. For those wondering why I do weird shaped ones like that, is my pizza stone is pretty much this same size, the same shape, this cutting board. And that's not circular, that's not square, that's rectangular. All right, let's give this other dough another chance after we gave it a couple of minutes to hang out. Yeah, it's already feeling a lot better. It's still not as good as the other one was, but doing my best to do a little squashing of that crust. Anyone else doing any weekend projects? I was talking with someone earlier who's doing large roast butt. Why you no stretchy? Why you no stretchy stretchy? Why you no stretchy stretchy? It's still trying to rip on me. Well, it's still successfully ripping on me, actually. It's just being uncooperative. Like, seriously. Like, it doesn't, it's stuck to the board now. We'll give that another second to rest again. Weekend recipe ideas. Speaking of the person I was talking about doing a pork butt, I just didn't want to call them out if they were lurking still. There's all sorts of great project dinners out there. I mean, it's basis of what I'm doing here. What type of projects are you looking for? Are you looking for Like, I guess a lot of it depends on the equipment you have. You know, if you're into smoking or if you're into all right, I'm going with this. It's going to be a bit small, but oh well. And I am going to dock this one because I don't want it shrinking. Jeez. Offset smoker. All sorts of smoking projects you can do. I would recommend giving duck a try. Big fan of duck myself. It's pricey though. Yeah, it's pricey. But it's got that wonderful irony, meaty meat to it. All sorts of lovely fat. Oh yeah. Good stuff. I like duck for all sorts of things, but it's if you want to go cheaper with it, you can get the hindquarters and do a whole bunch of them up. Freeze them and use them for dinners. Then the real question becomes is, you know, who gets the neck? Awesome. Arm. Dust off the extra cornmeal in front. Make sure it moves. Make sure it moves. And in it goes. did my best to try and pull and stretch it as I put it on the stone. I gotta put that on the main. I gotta put that button on my main view of my Stream Deck. What am I gonna replace with it though? Is Dinner Command gonna disappear from the top level of my Stream Deck? Am I going to have to go into the chat folder to hit the Dinner Command? But those who are wondering about tonight's dinner's expenses, I didn't really include the Parmesan. The Parmesan's probably something I should have included in there. But the pepperoni for both of those pies, and I've got some scraps for snacks, was $5, under $5. Our sauce was under $5. And the cheese for both of these was under $5. The dough was about $4 because I bought it. $20 for 2 full pizzas with good quality. And those prices are largely, rounded up. Like it was, I took it off of receipt, so already had the taxes already. Yeah, joke. Oh boy. Oh, this ain't gonna work for that. That was a waste of that. We need an actual scrub to get this dough off. Let's cut this first pie while we're waiting on the second. That be pie number 1. Number 2 is in the oven. Be here shortly. Chef Steve, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my semi-scuffed stream of the evening. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in, everyone. I don't normally stream on Thursdays. I'm normally a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday streamer. Welcome in, everyone. Working on my second of 2 just simple pepperoni pizzas. I'm just doing a separate extra stream tonight because I got myself a new CPU for my streaming PC and wanted to test things out, see how things are doing, maybe do it on an off night, not expecting a ton of people. But welcome in, everyone. What were we cooking tonight, Chef Steve? What were we working? Were we in the trailer, or what were we up to? Hey, Chef Steve. Thank you so much for that raid. Nice. I am envious. California laws don't let me do the same thing here these days. And my bot's a little wonky tonight. Like I said, scuff stream tonight. A little bit wonky, trying out the new CPU, changing settings to see what works, what doesn't work. But for those unfamiliar with me, which I assume most, unfortunately, hi, I'm Jason. I cook 4 nights a week here on Twitch. We've got all 5 cameras going tonight. You can change them using channel points. And I myself used to run a business out of a mobile kitchen trailer myself. Here in California, I used to do foods based off of the local farmers markets. It has been a while since I have been doing that. I still own the trailer, but I'm not 100% sure my plans for what I'm going to do with it at this point anymore. So happy to see everyone. How we doing next? North Carolina, Texas, Dad? Is my guess. Maybe NC for something else. Mini Moon Storm. Swan Princess. The Thembro Astrid. And Cartoon Man. I used to go to a cartoons store all the time when I was younger. Last 2 living, okay. A little more information about me. I'm originally from the Midwest. I went to culinary school at the Culinary Institute in New York. I've lived in Phoenix, I've lived in LA, and these days I'm living in Sonoma County. I've been here a little over a decade. Been in this house a little over a decade renting. Yep, part of the CIA and the FBI. The Culinary Institute of America and the Food and Beverage Institute video series. let's take a glance at this. Oh, we're looking pretty good there with our second baby pie. Thank you, Undamaged. Yeah, this was originally planned to be my simple Thursday off stream night dinner. Just making some basically pre-made pizzas just at home. I mean, I'm using purchased dough. I made a quick fresh tomato sauce from a can of crushed tomatoes, and all the typical seasonings and garlic and oil and all that good stuff. And good mozzarella and good pepperoni. That's something I don't want to clean right now. Hi, camera. How we doing? Up and close and personal there. Changing out my earbud. All right, so this is our first pie. And here is number 2. A bit smaller on the second one. It's like a personal pie. It's like a personal pizza. They still sell those? I know they still sell them in like airports. But I'm gonna hold off on cutting on that one. Wait until it's, congealed, properly set. And so that's gonna pretty much wrap up my sort of short stream for tonight. I greatly appreciate the raid. Thank you so much, Chef Steve. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna be back streaming tomorrow. I'm starting our theme for the next week here, chat submitted theme. I'm gonna be cooking seafood all this next week, or at least Sunday, Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. And so look for seafood dishes the next couple of nights. If you'd like to see what's coming up in the schedule, I've got a link to my Google Calendar down below in the About Me section. And you can join in. You can join the Discord where we all chat all the time, throw all of our food photos up. And I hope to see all of you back here tomorrow for seafood. I'm gonna go enjoy this pizza while it's still mildly warm. Thank you so much for joining in on my Scuff stream. Let's see, do we have anyone we want to share the love with here tonight? Or if we're just gonna, I think we're just gonna call it a night. I greatly appreciate all of you joining in with me. Good night, folks. I'm waving.